Okay, we're good to go. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here for the quarterfinal postgame press conference of the 2024 CUSA Basketball Championships. We're joined by Louisiana Tech head coach Brooke Storr, by senior forward Anna Lar Robertson, and freshman guard Paris Guillory. We will give priority to the media in the room with any questions. Then we'll go to our folks online. A reminder for you guys online, if you will, please put your name and your affiliation with your question. Before we get to the questions, let's go to Coach Storr for some opening statement.
Well, I think anytime you win in March, it's a big deal, and really proud of this group for the way they started the game. I thought we really handled ourselves well out of the gate and made some big plays and got off to a really good start. Credit Jacksonville State. They made a big run and made the game tight. And, 2 months ago, this group might not have responded the way they did, but really proud of the valuable lessons that they learned throughout the season in order to be able to pull this one out today. But when we needed big plays, we got big rebounds, 2 huge offensive rebounds late, and then obviously going 20 of 23 from the free throw line down the stretch was big. But just proud to be able to compete again tomorrow with this group, and excited about an opportunity to face Middle Tennessee on Friday.
Any questions from the room? Okay, let's go to our Zoom meeting, and from Matt from the Ruston Daily Leader. Coach, your 2 true freshmen nearly combined for half of your team's points today. What more can you say about their play this season?
I'm really glad they're on my team. I think that when the lights come on, they step up, and I know, Matt, we've talked about this throughout the summer since they got to Ruston. When there's a scoreboard up there and there's a winner and a loser, those 2 really battle, and I think that it's been great breath of fresh air and energy for Analar and our older players, for those 2 to come in and do what they do. They have a fearlessness about them. They play with a relentless energy. I thought Paris coming off the bench and getting us going offensively in transition, taking the 2 big charges was huge. And then Gianna just steady at the point and making some big-time decisions and plays down the stretch, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. So really proud of those 2 and excited and grateful that they're on our team.
Coach, again from Matt. Analar had to sit for over 4 minutes in the third and clearly was battling some pain. What did you see from her today?
That's who she is. She's as tough as anyone that I've ever been around in terms of when she puts her mind to something, she's going to follow through. And she's a senior. She came back for a 5th year for a reason. And I'll never forget what she told me in my office that day. We'd had multiple discussions as she was deciding whether to take a COVID year or not. And there's one thing that I'm always going to count on, and that's who she is her consistency, her toughness. And when she looks at you and says, I got you, I trust that and I believe that. And I think trust is built over time and with consistency and proof. And I know what she's done in the clutch for 5 years, and I'm really glad she's in that uniform.
It seems only fair that she gets to answer that same question.
I would say, yes, I was going through a lot of pain, but in the front of my mind was to get a win and to play for my teammates and know that they needed me in those moments. And so I think just putting them in the front and knowing that without me that I needed to be that voice. And so I'm so appreciative of the teammates and the teammates that went in too, because they held their ground. And so, yeah, the team is on my mind always. So I was like, do whatever I can.
Okay. And a lot of this also is from Matt. What did it take for this team to never give up the lead when Jacksonville State cut it close?
I think it all came down to poise and us staying level-headed and knowing that at the end of the day, it's us and we're stronger together. And so I think with that and then getting boards, defensive and offensive, we had big boards down the line offensively. So I think that's what also, those are backbreaker plays. And so for us to get those plays and get that momentum helped us stay in it. And so just staying unified as one.
Paris, where does your confidence come from?
That's a good question. I think my confidence mainly comes from my teammates. I don't know. They always tell me like, well, Anna Lar for sure. She will look me dead in the eyes and say, "You're not a freshman." She'll be like, "You're not a freshman. Come out here and play like you're not a freshman." So my main job when I'm on the bench is what does my team need from me while I'm there? Because like as soon as I go in, I'm like, okay, they need this. If they need energy, I'm like, I gotta bring energy when I come in. It's like I'm given whatever my team needs at that moment for my whole team to play confidently after I come in.
Okay. Any further questions from our Zoom audience? Coach, we are good. Thank you.
Perfect.
Ladies, congratulations. Thanks for coming in.
You.